Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a raucous Geelong Arena here for the second game after the Geelong Supercat ladies defeated the Ballarat Rush ladies. Brad White here coming at you via the NBL YouTube channel or the Facebook stream, wherever you're listening to across the country. Welcome to this round 10 rivalry round action between top of the table Ballarat Miners and a streaking a hot Geelong Supercats team, having won their last four, feeling good on their home floor. As I welcome to the mic Hugh Moore. Hugh, what are we expecting from these teams tonight, mate? What do you reckon?
Yeah, look, two very strong teams. Geelong with the momentum behind them, as you said, winning the last four games. And Ballarat just looking, their roster strong.
They're
with
a
players like
potent lineup.
Dana Kuth, Jerry Evans, just all those players averaging double figures.
Looking down their roster, mate, and you can see they've just got a depth of talent as well, and you can see why they're on top of the ladder. And as you mentioned, guys like Dana Kuth and Jerry Evans Jr., I think Kwani as well, and Sam Short has been playing phenomenal basketball. And I'm looking forward to the matchup tonight against obviously DeMarcus Gatlin and his team. Looking to really, I guess, stamp their authority not only on this game but on the season as well. Looking to string together another win as of course it is rivalry round here, and we see the Geelong boys rocking the new retro uniforms. The ladies did also. They look phenomenal here, and I reckon we should petition the club to have these rolled out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they are pretty nice.
It's a throwback, of course. Because it is rivalry round, and we had a presentation before this game commenced for the 1999 ABA Championship Geelong Supercats, which was a fantastic scene with all the players coming back from that national championship team. Clyde the Glide Jordan, Adam Lamont, Ben Riddle, Jordan Hill, Martin Price, Jared Leonard, Chad Rivet, Mark Brandon, Rodney Skywalker, Callum Howard, Seb Loader, Leon O'Neill, and of course Matt Witkowski. Many of which travelled from overseas as well. So I think it's a great tribute from the Geelong organisation, and to recognise that championship team. And I think as we get prepped for what will be a pretty serious game of basketball tonight, it's great to be here alongside yourself, Hugh, and as we get ready for the Ballarat Miners and the Geelong Supercats, I think we're prepped to see a pretty talented game and a pretty high paced, I'd have to say.
Yeah, if Geelong win, this will send shockwaves through the league.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely. They're sitting third at the moment, and Ballarat's been playing well, but I think given the nature of tonight's game and what is going to be a packed house, I believe it is actually sold out here at the Geelong Arena, and it is raucous and loud and packed to the rafters. So I think off the back of that, the Geelong Supercats are primed to try and take down top of the table Ballarat, but I'm pretty sure there's some boys in white that are looking to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So once again, thanks to main sponsors Luina for the Geelong Supercats. Of course, Geelong Shire bringing us this fantastic venue and fantastic event. NBL1 action coming through the NBL1 NBL channel through YouTube, or tonight if you're listening on Facebook through their live stream. Brad White, Hugh Moore getting set. We're about to get underway. So we have the tip. It's going to be controlled by the Miners. So we see Jerry Evans Jr. through to Dana Kuth getting his first touch on the block. I believe there's been a foul called. Very difficult to hear tonight. Such a loud crowd. Foul indeed. Lewis Thomas picks up his first. I think it's going to be a hard ask guarding Dana Kuth. I'm not sure anyone on the Supercats roster can match up size-wise.
Oh, of course. Lewis is probably the close to it.
Yeah.
With his build, long, athletic. But looking at a Kuth, he's lengthy, longer than Lewis.
Phenomenal athlete. Dana Kuth, 211 centimetres. It's a big point. He gets the first points on the board for tonight's game. Ballarat Miners up 1-0. First 30 seconds of this game as the Super Cats looking to control. Marlo Hicks, AJ Williams. You see Gatlin on the drive, turns it over. We have a push here. Kwana out of control, gets it stripped. Gatlin on the break. This is where he's dangerous, goes straight out of Kuth. Takes two of his own, straight over the top. DeMarcus Gatlin gets the Super Cats on the board. And that is where DeMarcus Gatlin and the Super Cats are so potent in transition. So you see the three dropped there by Waitman. But again,
foul number 5 for the Geelong Super Cats.
Denga Kuth, too big. DeMarcus Gatlin picking up the foul there. It's going to be fast-paced action, I think, from both teams.
I think the key tonight with obviously Daniel Cruz is to box him out early.
Yep.
Keep him out on that three-point line. He's shooting. He's not shooting very well from the three-point, but he probably doesn't take that much with that length.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So get him out early, so then you've got your bigs like Marlo and D-Mac to get in there, get those boards.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. You want to limit those second chances. He's such a talented player anyway. You don't want to give him any more looks than he wants. As we see him swat DeMarcus' drive out of bounds. It's Gatlin showing that aggression early. Nikawusu to inbound for the Super Cats with 15 on the shot clock. It's Williams. Going to set it up. High pick and roll with Hicks. Kicks out Owusu, short corner three and nails it. Nikawusu, good to see him back on the floor. He's been such an impactful player for the Super Cats, which is out to a 5-2 lead. Extended pressure, great spin. Dumped down to a Kuth, who is fouled by Hicks, met at the top. Once again, a Kuth moving well without the ball. Providing all kinds of problems. Josh Fox made a great move, dropped a great dime. That's 3 quick fouls for the Super Cats.
You've got to be careful here. With obviously Gatlin and Hicks in foul trouble, early would be a big problem.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
As well as Lewis. So, got to be careful.
Yeah, dare I say that there'll be a steady rotation here from Coach O'Neill. As Marlo Hicks looking to go all the way. Dump it down to Lewis Thomas out off Ballarat. See a Super Cats ball. Dare I say McInerney for the Super Cats will probably check in shortly. Another lengthy player is Lewis Thomas. Mid-range 2. It's a beautiful stroke. He'll hit that all night on you. Give him half a chance. Been playing very well. Pushes out the lead. 7-3. Jerry Evans Jr. Look for him to go to work. He's pilled up for the treble. Shifted that pivot foot. DeMarcus Gatlin flew right past him. Watch for Evans to warm up pretty quickly. He hasn't done anything yet, but can't sleep on him. AJ Williams taking control for the Cats to Gatlin. Gatlin looking to go to work. Hicks nearly throws it away. The referees have called that out off the Super Cats last. Ballarat ball. And I think one thing for the Cats they're going to have to be mindful of is, as well, other than fouls, is just those turnovers or unforced turnovers. This Ballarat team's too good.
Yeah, they'll clean up anything. Any sloppy pass, they'll be taken straight away.
Yeah, and they'll make you pay on it. Here we go, Kuth again on the block. Great pass to a diving Sam Short. Great setup. AJ Williams turned his head for half a second and Sam Short said, thank you very much.
Looks like Marlo Hicks will have 2.
Second foul, Marlo Hicks. And here we see Liam McInerney on cue. Looking to check in as Hicks will check out.
Be interesting to see where, if Coach O'Neill puts Liam on a cruise for a little bit, just to see what he can do with him.
Oh, I think he will, and I think he'll switch Lewis Thomas and McInerney between those roles. I think McInerney's got a great size and strength about him. Certainly not as mobile or as athletic as a Kuth, but I think in terms of just that low block pressure, will be a pretty decent matchup. As see the second hit there, Sam Short. 7 plays 4, 7 minutes to go in the first. Owusu through to Gatlin, looking at a 3. Airballs it, short on that one. Sam Short taking control for the Miners. Evans. Evans looking to put the moves on Gatlin. So dangerous. Gatlin nearly with the steal. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gatlin, great hustle D. Great handle by Evans. Could go over the top. Lewis Thomas. Akuth again. Great steal. Owusu. It's what you need to do. Don't give Akuth a chance up top. AJ Williams, step back 3. It's no good. It's a huge board there from Josh Fox. Went way upstairs to get that. Sam Short again, settling the Miners into their set. A lot of off-ball screen action. Evans looking at his first touch. Mid-range, no good, but again, cleaned up by Akuth. Third rebound for Akuth. Horn set. That'll be an offensive foul. Great D, AJ Williams with the quick feet. Sam Short thought he had him beat, ran straight over the top. That's what Williams needs to be doing. Put that foul pressure. That's the first foul there for the Ballarat team. Great D from Williams.
Yeah, look, got in front early. Established himself. So, great read by AJ there.
Super quick AJ Williams, and great to see him using that speed on defense as well. We see Gatlin surveys the floor to Owusu on the drive. Through the tall timber. Can't convert. Fox again with another huge rebound. Short. Fox. Evans. Evans on great cross. Euro straight to the basket. Easy as you like. Silky by Jerry Evans Jr. Went through 3 Supercats. It's only a 1-point lead now for the Cats. 7-6. Lewis Thomas going to work against Fox. Fox denies him up top. And last touch, Lewis Thomas, great defense. Josh Fox. Whew. A couple of blocks already. Fox having a quiet word with the 1999
Just saw that.
ABA Championship team in the corporate box there.
Great hand, great steal.
Great steal. Williams on the push. Lewis Thomas goes upstairs to Gatlin. Alley-oop play. That gets the crowd out of their seats. Lewis Thomas, alley-oop, Gatlin does the rest. Great early stop. Fantastic move. Kawani takes exception to the hard foul on by Owusu. Intensity's picked up a notch this last couple of minutes. Kawani was not happy with that foul. Had a couple of words there for Owusu, but we'd expect nothing less. Rivalry round 10. It's NBL1. Kawani hits his first. Both clubs steeped in history and a rivalry that goes back a lot of years. Kawani looking to make his second and does. Supercats just holding on to a 1-point lead. Just past the 5-minute mark. McInerney from downtown. No good there. Akuth picking up his 4th rebound. Kawani looking to put the moves on McInerney. Saved. Short. Kawani misses the 3. Cats looking to push in transition. High screen action again. Williams from downtown. No good again. It looks like another foul's being called here on Liam McInerney. Supercats bigs are getting in early foul trouble, and that'll be the 5th team foul for the Supercats. How do you think the Supercats can, I guess, go against such a tall team? Their rebounding strength of Ballarat is quite impressive at the moment.
Well, first off, you got to stop fouling. But look, box them out, hit them hard, and get them out of the way. So then gives you that room to get the rebound. Box out the bigs, let the smalls get in there, pull down the rebounds. but you've got to stop those players like Akus and Fox early from getting rebounds, as Akus already got four rebounds, so box him out.
And then you're absolutely right. They're too athletic. You're not going to out-jump them, so you have to out-position them and not even give them a chance to see that rebound. And as you said, let the guards look to clean up. It's Wusu to Gatlin, who looks at a three. Screened by McInerney. Gatlin with the little floater is short again. You see Sam Short for the Miners looking to push. Fox. Got to Coleman, Marquise Coleman.
Great D.
Great defense. Short on the dive cut again. Great hands there. Lucky for the Supercats. Out off the Miners. As we're all tied up here, 9 apiece. It's the ref just making sure that the uniforms are tucked in. Fantastic retro uniforms. Being supported here by Geelong Supercats. Nick Owusu looking to put the moves on. Sam Short defending him well. It's Gatlin. Through to Williams on the drive. Goes against the tall team, and a foul is called. Went straight at Akuth. Got around Marquise Coleman. Foul is on Deng Akuth. Only the second team foul for the Miners, but much better from AJ, looking to put pressure on the rim. So we see another substitution for the Supercats. Nick Owusu having a seat. And my man, the walking bucket, Chloe Blythe, checks in for his first minutes. As we also see Tristan Fisher checking in for the Miners. AJ missed his first. Good on the second. Supercats up one. It's Cohen Blythe looking to contain Coleman. Kuth. Down the block. Kawani just muscles his way down. And that's what he can do. He's a tall guard and certainly a handful for Gatlin on that occasion. Just rose up over the top. Cohen Blythe looking for his shot. No good on that attempt. Lewis Thomas, great hustle though, offensive rebound. AJ, 8 seconds on the clock. Gatlin looking to penetrate. 5 seconds on the shot clock. AJ's got to do something with it. Contested mid-range two. Gatlin nearly on the cleanup. Great pickup by McInerney. Shot clock resets. 9 seconds. The Miners looking for a travel. Foul on Tristan Fisher. Unsure what he did on that occasion. So we nearly have the inbounds picked off by Jerry Evans Jr. As we see our first timeout with 2 minutes 36 remaining in this first quarter. Fantastic action so far, and both teams neck and neck coming out of the Miners. Holding a 1 point advantage at the moment.
Yeah, look, Ballarat have only scored from the field twice. So 4 points from the field, the other 7 are from the free throw line. Shooting 7 of 12 at the moment. So that if you take away those 7 points, Geelong are in a prime position against the top team.
Yeah, I think that's a great call too, and I think if it wasn't for some of those fouls that, I mean, granted, you know, you're always going to have a hard time with guys like Deng Akuth down on the block, but if the Cats hadn't got themselves those fouls, then you're absolutely right. It's a very different ball game. 7 points at the line. I mean, 12 attempts at the line as well is just, in 1 quarter, is probably way too high for the Cats, but I think the Cats have done a pretty good job of containing the offense of the Miners, and I think it's really just up to them now. They're only shooting 27% so far. It's to really just get their own offense into gear and, you know, capitalise on some of the defensive stops.
Yeah.
So a quick timeout there from Coach O'Neill. Just wanted to talk about it. Might have seen something he didn't like on offense potentially. As we said, rivalry round. Fantastic event. 14 seconds left on the shot clock and a turnover.
Bit of miscommunication there between DeMarcus and Liam.
Yeah, unfortunately, McInerney. Jerry Evans Jr. for 3 and nails it. makes the Cats pay and silences the crowd. 14-10 for the Miners. The last thing the Cats want to do is give the Miners a hint of a lead. Lewis Thomas looking to respond. Can't on that occasion. Kwani pushing the tempo, mishandles and just threw it out of bounds. Let off there for the Cats. Cohen Blythe looking to inbound. YMCA blaring here at Geelong Stadium. With 2 minutes left, first quarter. AJ Williams. Nice drop-off pass. Lewis Thomas steps around. Couldn't convert. Marquise Coleman pushing the pace. Goes straight at AJ Williams. Straight over the top with ease in the end. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. Miners on top and in control. How do the Super Cats respond? Blythe. Great pass there. Lewis Thomas to an open McInerney. Defensive miscommunication, I think, on that one from the Miners.
Yeah, great read by Liam to find that open backdoor and read his defense that obviously wasn't looking.
Yeah. Great fake. Kwani.
Oh,
met upstairs. Lewis Thomas denies him at the rim. Great play. Lewis Thomas gets the feed back. Denga Kuth, though, responds with a block of his own. McInerney.
Great defense there by Liam.
Great defense. Marquise Coleman not happy with that call.
So isn't Coach Joyce over on the sideline.
Coach Brendan Joyce up out of the seat very quickly. McInerney established early position. I think it's a contentious call nowadays because I think you actually have to give the player a little bit of room to turn, which historically you could set yourself up, but I think McInerney was in the spot, and at the end of the day, Coleman just ran straight into him.
Yeah, very 50-50 call nowadays.
Yeah.
Very hard to officiate with the way it's played. But I reckon Liam did a really good job there to get there early, set himself, and make sure he took the charge.
The referee was right in the perfect position on the spot. Made the call. You see Lewis Thomas going to work. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to go on the block. Oh, against Lingard, no good. DeMarcus Gatlin has proven that he can do that. Rebound at a high clip for a guard. Pulls the deficit back to 2. It's a pull-up Jay. Big rebound there from Jordan Lingard. So with 14 seconds left on the clock, the Cats will look for the last shot of the quarter. Down 4. Gatlin. 2-man game with McInerney. Looking to go to the hole against the Kuth. The Kuth says no. Lewis Thomas cleans it up with short. Denga Kuth comes up with a big block to close out the quarter. As we have the Ballarat Miners holding a 4-point advantage, 18-14 over the Geelong Super Cats. Hugh, what do the Super Cats need to do to get back in the lead?
Yeah, look, with the height and size, obviously the Ballarat have maybe some threes, go to the perimeter with their shooters in Lewis, AJ, but try and get that ball inside, get those space out that floor, so then you get the easy drives in.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep going.
I think the Miners have done very well defensively with their matchups, and I think that's where the Super Cats potentially need to look at just some off-ball screening just to try and get some mismatch in their favour. I think that the Miners are too big. If you're going down to the block, for example, Lewis Thomas on that last exchange with Lingard. Lingard is just a great size and matched up with him well, and it was a contested 2. And I think if the Cats can shift the Miners around a little bit more and certainly put that foul pressure on, which the Miners, as you alluded to earlier, they went to the line 12 times in that quarter and made 7. So I think the Cats really need to start putting that foul pressure on the Miners and make their big start and think about how to defend the Cats.
And look, the Super Cats are not doing poorly. They're looking very good out there at the moment. Actually forcing Ballarat to have 7 turnovers that quarter. So they're not out of it, and I wouldn't count them out till the fire and siren goes.
No, look, I think the one thing that the Supercats team has showed us, especially the last 4 or 5 games, really is that they're a quality team that'll run full 4 quarters, and there's certainly no quit in them. And we've had a number of instances, you know, DeMarcus Gatlin, Nick Owusu pushing through. They'll have minor injuries through the course of a game, but they'll still want to be on the floor. But it's a high-quality Ballarat side, and we certainly, you know, they'll look to put their foot on the gas and extend this lead as quick as they can.
Of course, going through Jeremy Evans. Hopefully he might heat up, which is what the Supercats will have to look out for, is if once he heats up, they have to cool him back down.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens very quick too, yeah.
And another big thing is get box out of Kuth, as he has 5 boards already in the first quarter. So he's one that you've got to watch, always have an eye on.
Interestingly enough, looking at the rebounding statistics, you know, the Supercats they actually have 6 offensive rebounds, which is quite surprising. It certainly seems that the Miners have sort of had their measure on the board. But here we go for the second quarter action coming from Geelong Arena. Nick Owusu dancing with Coleman, put it on the deck. Couldn't get the finish though. Gets the steal though, caught napping. The Miners, Gatlin goes straight out of Kuth. Gets the home court roll, DeMarcus Gatlin. It's a great way to start the second quarter for the Cats. See Evans to a Kuth. Lingard showing the range. Gatlin with the board, looking to push.
Oh, and we have an unsportsmanlike foul.
Interesting call there from the official.
Yeah, on Joshua Lingard. Seems to be a clear path foul, maybe.
Maybe. We'd have to look at the replay on that one. I'm not sure what happened there, and maybe it was a grab. I'm not sure, but either way, we have DeMarcus Gatlin at the line, shoot the unsportsmanlike, and hits the first of 2. Gatlin hits the second as well. As we see the replay there, it didn't really seem like much to me.
Didn't make a play on the ball.
Maybe, yeah, yep.
As we see Lingard come out for Josh Fox.
Josh Fox playing well. Owusu looking to feed the pass through 3 Miners, has it picked off. Jerry Evans Jr. going hard to the hole. Great D by Liam McInerney. Just gets pinged. A hit on the arm. Evans showing that handle. Played both sides of his body and went straight at McInerney. Earns himself a trip to the line for 2.
That's the other thing about Ballarat. They're taking Supercats to the rim, which is causing them to obviously commit a foul, which would be good to see, and the Supercats have started that this quarter. Haven't taken an outside shot yet and gone more at the rack to see if they can start getting some of those fouls.
Yeah, look, I think it's critical, you know, to get that heat on the rim and just put that pressure back as we see Owusu live. The entry pass to Hicks. Interesting lineup here for the Cats with McInerney and Hicks on. Blythe, Gatlin and Owusu. Giving Lewis Thomas a break, but I like the idea of having the big bodies of Hicks and McInerney on at the same time. I think they can really cause some problems physically in terms of their strength for the Miners bigs.
Definitely helps down low.
We get deep in the shot clock for the Supercats. 3 seconds left on the clock. McInerney has to put it up. Nearly gets the roll off the bank. A little bit of Scotty Pippen mid-range bank. Not successful that time. Marquise Coleman pushes through, gets the and one. Marquise Coleman with the beautiful step through.
Looks to be on Nick Owusu.
Nick Owusu called for that one. And again, we see the Miners just showing that pace and that first step just to beat their man, and nothing the second line defenders can do other than go up and fortunately get picked for the foul.
Just as Sam Short checks in for Tristan Fisher.
Marquise Coleman converts on the N1. So we have a substitution as well for the Super Cats. Louis Varley checks in for the first time. Cohen Blythe having a seat. A minute and a half gone.
Definitely a scary thing to look at the foul count board and see 3 players with 2 fouls already. We're only 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah, absolutely right. No. Oh, Gatlin! Over the top! Put it down on the Miners' heads. Arms out, he's trying to fire up this crowd. To Marcus Gatlin on the miss. Extraordinary athlete and looked to come away. In transition to Marcus Gatlin. Putting on a show. That's what the crowd's come to see. The Super Cats looking to get fired up. The back of DeMarcus Gatlin. Still in a great finish. Miners still holding a 1-point lead. Coleman, contested 3.
Oh.
Varley, unfortunately caught in the wrong spot, just couldn't secure the board. Picks up the cheap foul. We'll send the Miners again to the line, but how about DeMarcus Gatlin? Goodness me.
Great read on the pass to half court where he got that quick steal. With a foul on Louis Varley, just another person to add to their foul list. It'll be interesting to see who doesn't have a foul by the end of the game.
Yeah, hey, that's a good point, and you know, all credit due to the Miners who are putting that pressure on as Evans hit the first, but misses the second, and the foul count. Super Cats 3 fouls, and it's only 2.5 gone this quarter. It's Gatlin. Gets a Kuth on the switch. Marlo Hicks. Great feed to Owusu. Partially blocked, I think, by Coleman, but still went down. It's all tied up here at the Geelong Arena. Rivalry round.
Oh, Marlo came flying.
Marlo Hicks nearly sent that into the bleachers. Marquise Coleman unhappy. Thought it came off the Cats, but will be Super Cats ball. Jerry Evans Jr. set to have a seat in Kwani. Back on. Owusu setting up the Cats. See Gatlin. Lewis Varley. Hicks on the step, showing that handle for a big man. Gonna go to the block. I think this is where Hicks really needs to go out of Kuth like that. Great offensive rebound. Great block again from Akuth. Third block already for Deng Akuth. Just so quick off the floor for a man that tall. Looks some high screen action. Coleman switches play. Kwani.
Great defense there by the Super Cats all round.
Great steal. Gatlin on the breakaway. Dispatched by Kwani. But that's what we've come to see from Gatlin. Will not hold back no matter who is near the rim. This time Kwani met him at the top. Yeah. Another block for the Miners.
Ballarat with 6 blocks now in the game to the Super Cats 1. So
Gatlin putting it down in Kwani's face. Had a couple of words to say to him after it as well. Mid-range 2 puts the Super Cats back up by 2. 26-24 with 6 to go here in the second quarter. Coleman responds with a sweet-looking 3. It's Owusu through to McInerney. Controlling. Gatlin looking at the 3. Tried to ride that one home without success. So we see a Kuth bring the ball up the floor. Miners look so settled in their offense. They're so under control at all times. That's a great set from the Miners. Josh Fox. Slip screen. Just rolled straight to the basket.
Ballarat can't get comfortable here. There's some real threats on the court at the moment. Sort of unknown one is Louis Varley. Once he gets hot, he won't stop. So
can shoot.
As we see DeMarcus take a mid-range.
I think DeMarcus needs to get the ball through hands. He's taken the last few shots, which is fine. I think he had, a couple of great plays, but I think he needs to get some others involved. Marlo Hicks in the block, for example. Liam McInerney, beg your pardon. You see a drive, great steal by Hicks. And the outlet of Wusu to Gatlin, upstairs again. DeMarcus Gatlin.
As Coach Joyce calls a timeout.
Coach Brendan Joyce, unhappy with something, has called a very quick timeout after Gatlin. It's another breakaway dunk. The Miners holding a 1-point advantage over the Cats, 29-28.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Joyce addresses Ballarat's passes at the moment. Ballarat have 11 turnovers.
Ouch.
Into this game to Geelong's 4. So most of those have been off poor passes, which the defense have read really well. So it'll be interesting to see what he does coming out of this timeout.
Absolutely right, and certainly credit to the Cats, but it seems just oftentimes in the last few exchanges for the Miners, they're just not clean hands and the passing hasn't been as sharp, and the Cats have got the hands in the passing lanes, and all it takes is a tip and then they're off to the races. And I mean, 11 turnovers in 1.5 quarters. Coach Joyce will be very unhappy about his troops at this point.
And I feel like he'd also probably address the fact that DeMarcus Gatlin has 18 points with him 1.5 quarters. So look, and he's shooting at 50%, so he isn't, like we were saying before, he has taken a couple of poor shots, but he's still shooting at a very high clip.
Very good clip, yeah.
As we see Rabula and Thomas come in for Gatlin and Hicks. Maybe Leon just needed to give DeMarcus a rest.
Yeah, interesting lineup change from Coach O'Neill out of the timeout from the Miners. Maybe just to shake it up and as you said, give a bit of a rest going into half time. Certainly nothing being lost with having Rabula on the floor, that's for sure. See the Miners. See Short, 10 on the clock from downtown and hits. Comfortable shooting that, Sam Short. Miners up 4. Varley having a look. We see Rabula with his first touch. Lewis Thomas, high screen action again. Lewis Thomas showing the range. No good on this occasion. Another rebound for Akuth. It's his 8th. As we have a foul called here on McInerney. He's battling down low, calls a hold. McInerney unhappy with the call, and it's his 3rd foul.
As we have a substitution for both teams. Jerry Evans coming in for Marquise Coleman, and Marlo back in for Liam, obviously on his 3rd foul.
Yeah, with McInerney's 3rd foul. Hicks unable to get many more of a rest than that, but Cats need to be mindful, especially their bigs, about the foul scenario. 14 fouls for the Cats, only 1 to the Miners. We'll see another foul call.
Marlo's 3rd as well.
Extraordinary scenes here in terms of fouling. So we have Marlo Hicks on 3. Liam McInerney had to return to the bench with 3 also.
As a substitution brings Marlo back out for DeMarcus, with the Supercats going with a very small lineup.
Very small lineup. That'd have to push Lewis Thomas to the 5, and out of this lineup, I'm not sure who'd run the 4.
Probably put Rabula.
I guess you'd have to with Gatlin, Owusu, and Varley.
Gatlin at the 3,
yeah.
Varley at the 2.
Interesting move there from Coach O'Neill. Obviously has faith in his team to match up. It's a very short lineup against a super tall and a super athletic Miners team. We see Varley launch his 3 well over the top. Just finding his range.
This is definitely time for Ballarat to open up the game.
Yep. No,
with such a short lineup, and you've obviously got Jerry Evans Jr. and Deng Akuth still on the court. Could be dangerous when the ball goes inside. With the Supercats doing a really good job of keeping him out. As you see, Lewis battling Akuth down in the post.
Great defense there by the Supercats. Results in the turnover. Owusu to an open Lewis Thomas. couldn't make them pay. It's a great defensive sequence on the last play by the Cats. Let's see if they can replicate it again. 3 minutes to go. Evans Jr. trying to line up another three. And if I was the Miners, exactly like you said here, I'd be looking to go inside at every opportunity against this very short Super Cats lineup. So we have Gatlin one-on-one. Fox to Thomas with the handle. Nearly gets it stripped. Does get it stripped as we have the Miners on the break. Kawani. Dish out there to Fox. Easiest of left-handed finishes in the end. Pushes this lead out to 6. And I think the Cats really are just trying to limit the damage for this last 2.5. You see Varley. Nice touch over the taller Akuth. Gets 2 back. Josh Fox through to Akuth.
As we see Supercats going into a bit of a half-court trap situation. Just trying to apply that pressure early, get some loopy passes.
Evans Jr. again with another 3. Great save, Lewis Thomas. As the Cats look to push, Gatlin to Varley from downtown. No good there. Akuth cleans it up. Cats had a great opportunity there. Just couldn't convert. Fox.
It also puts what looks like to be Louis Varley on his second. As we see a substitution of AJ Williams coming in for Nikawusu.
Nikawusu and Deng Akuth sitting for the first time in this game, and Marquise Coleman coming in. Great last set there from the Miners. They had a great little switch there and put Josh Fox dive into the box, and 1 out. Not much Louis Varley could do there. Fouled him. So they wrestled into position. Fox, such a strong athlete, missing the first. But he's good on the second. Extended pressure here from the Miners, going to a full court press. Williams to Thomas. On there to get it over half, and they do to Owusu. Williams, Rabula. Tried the slick pass through to Lewis Thomas. I think it's where Rabula.
Bit of a referee mix up there.
Yeah, one had it Supercats ball, the other had it Miners. It will be Miners ball. 1:18 left, second quarter.
And I think the lineup at the moment the Supercats are going with, they're doing a really good job. With Jerry Evans obviously being the big man at the moment. Lewis is doing an awesome job of keeping the ball out of that area.
And it's resulted in a turnover. You see Gatlin on the break. Rabula with the great finish on cue, Hugh. You've called it perfectly. Great defense here from the guards. What essentially is 4 guards and Lewis Thomas for the Supercats, switching everything.
Great rotations there by the Supercats defense.
No, you're absolutely right. And Kawani couldn't hit that corner 3. It was wide open.
As we see Coach Leon call a timeout, probably looking to get some points on the board and close that margin in, or even tie it up.
Even tied up, absolutely. So with 35.8 seconds remaining in the first half, we have the Miners holding a 3-point advantage. And as you said, dare I say, Coach O'Neill will be looking to draw something up. Maybe a 3 for Varley or Lewis Thomas potentially. Or
it'll also be interesting to see if he goes for a 2 for 1. We've got 35 seconds.
Maybe a quick 2.
Yeah.
Give himself another possession. It's a great pickup as DeMarcus Gatlin leading all scorers for the Supercats. Marquise Coleman leading the way for the Miners, and Supercats maybe not looking for a 3, only shooting 9% for the game so far. But as you said earlier, I think they've got shooters like Varley that can get hot real quick.
And I think the stats don't show the actual game at the moment. There's been times where both teams have gone fast-paced, quick basketball, and then they've brought it back just to relax and see what happens. So, yeah, look, even though Geelong are shooting 33%, they are getting shots, and they're in it. And I don't think Ballarat can get comfortable at all throughout this game. With players like DeMarcus and Owusu heating up quickly, putting on a couple of points, brings them right back into the game. As we see some full court pressure here on the from the Ballarat Miners.
AJ Williams busted through, shoes up 10 seconds off the shot clock though. So with 10 on the shot clock, Gatlin going to make the play. 10-second differential between shot and game. Rabula hits the deck. Williams will have to put it up. The rainbow three, AJ Williams sets the crowd on fire and ties it up. As we look at closing out the first half, Marquise Coleman, with a dagger three of his own. Marquise Coleman looks straight at AJ Williams, says anything you can do, I can do a lot better. And what a way to close out this first half of brilliant basketball from both teams. Miners go into the locker room holding a three-point advantage, 38-35. And what an incredible last 36 seconds.
Yeah, look. That shot from AJ, I reckon it went through the roof and come back through. But yeah, great shot to come down by Coleman. He was unset, stepping forward, almost like a floater. But to bury that shot definitely gives them some momentum coming into the second half. Yeah, but I don't think Ballarat can't count out Geelong at the moment. They're only down by 3 points, and there's many ways that Geelong could start this. Probably the best thing for Ballarat to do is keep going at their bigs, at Geelong's bigs. As we see, Marlowe's got three. Multiple players on three. McAherney's on three, so.
Yeah, the fouls certainly have been the issue for the Super Cats in that first half, and the Miners certainly, I think, will look to capitalise on that in the second. But I think Coach O'Neill would have to be happy with where his Super Cats are at. Only being down 3 on what is, a contested three-point make against the top team in the league, and certainly a lot to work with. And that last few minutes of defence on a very, very short lineup against the Miners was quite impressive from the Super Cats. So no doubt they'll be feeling positive going into the locker room that they're this close, and the Miners are top of the table for a reason, so no doubt they'll have a chat about what the approach will be for the second half. But as we look to have a halftime break and presentations being made and the entertainment setting on the floor, Brad White and Hugh Moore will leave you to this halftime presentation of what is round 10 rivalry round between the Geelong Super Cats and the Ballarat Miners. We will return shortly for the second half action, coming to you from the NBL channel through YouTube or via our Facebook stream. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Round 10, rivalry round between the Geelong Supercats and the Ballarat Miners here from the Geelong Arena. As we come back from half-time, it's Brad White with Hugh Moore in the commentary box after what has been a stellar first half of play between these two rivals. The Miners holding a 3-point lead on what was an amazing closeout by Marquise Coleman on the buzzer at half-time to hit that three to get ahead, carry that momentum into the second half.
Yeah, some scoring leaders, some stat leaders for... So, DeMarcus Gatlin, 18 points. Nick Owusu with 5. AJ Williams with 4 for Ballarat. Marquise Coleman with 11. With that big 3 at the end of the end of the half. Jerry Evans Jr. with 8 points. Jay Fox, 6 points. Rebounds, Denga Kuth with 9 rebounds. Probably helps that he's twice his body length with his arms.
No, you're absolutely right.
And then you've got Jay Fox with 4 and Jerry Evans with 3. DeMarcus Gatlin, 5 rebounds. And then Liam and Lewis with 4 apiece. Yeah, look, it'll be interesting to see the second half and see how what both coaches decided in their huddles, and how the Supercats line up against this tall Ballarat team with their bigs in foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the first half, really, has been the Supercats getting into that foul trouble with, I think, all 3 of their bigs all having 3 fouls and having that last few minutes really with a 4-guard set. And Lewis Thomas, it was quite amazing just to see the Supercats actually hold off the Miners in that instance. So no doubt there would have been some serious conversations on both sides of the floor at that halftime break, just to evaluate exactly what the next 2 quarters are going to look like. But as we look around here at the Geelong Arena...
Now, do I remember you saying to me in the break that the crowd is officially sold out?
Officially sold out for the first time in a long time to see the Geelong Supercats and the Ballarat Miners. 1,590 people in place for this NBL1 game, which is just an absolute credit to the NBL, the NBL1 organisation, Geelong Supercats and the Ballarat Miners, because there's a number of Ballarat supporters in the crowd, and I think it's just a shining example for what this NBL1 program can be going forward, and it's just a great honour to be a part of it here tonight. And I hope you're enjoying the call at the moment through the NBL YouTube channel, or if you're listening to us through the Facebook stream. Just an amazing event, and the energy in this building, the packed house, is just phenomenal. Yeah, look, and when the players get up or a big play happens, the crowd reacts. I'm confident that the commentary table actually shook the last time DeMarcus Gatlin
actually,
put
I think
back
it did.
Yeah.
I got a bit scared before. I thought there was an earthquake, and the table just kept shaking. But yeah, it'll be interesting if the crowd can get behind the Supercats. I really reckon that the Supercat, and even without the crowd, the Supercats are a hot chance at the moment.
They've been playing very, very well, and you know they're going to look to really accelerate in this third quarter. And look, it's a fantastic event as well, which is made even better by the presence of the 1999 ABA National Championship team, Geelong Supercats. A number of their players, the entire team here in attendance as we kick off third quarter action. Brad White, Hugh Moore coming at you from the Geelong Arena. The Miners in control through Evans.
We'll just quickly run through the lineups. So Geelong have obviously got DeMarcus, AJ, Owusu, Hicks and Thomas. With the Ballarat Miners, Short, Kawani, Fox, got it lost, Jerry Evans and Akuth.
Of course. Is that the starting 5 for the Miners? I can't recall. But 5 weapons on court for the Miners. If they go to a high screen set, Evans going to
penetrate.
Great
defense there by DeMarcus.
Very, very.
To keep Akuth out of the keyway.
Quick double there from Hicks. Evans steps through. It's a beautiful step through. Just couldn't convert. So Wusu cleans it up. Great defensive set again. And you could see as soon as Akuth got that ball down low with Gatlin on him, Hicks came that double team very quickly, as we see Wusu into Hicks. Hicks looking to go to work. Wusu The three-pointer. Air ball is a great closeout by Evans, whose deceptively long arms obviously bothered that shot, and turnover for the Cats. So no scorers yet. First minute down in this third quarter. Miners up 3. Short, nearly threw it away. Into Fox. Lewis Thomas.
Great defense.
Great D there, forced the fadeaway. That's what you want, a fadeaway contested 2. It's Gatlin to Hicks. Hicks on the handoff to Williams. Going to go to work against Short. Great D.
Oh, great pass.
Great dump off to Owusu. Just couldn't finish in traffic. Always going to be a hard ask. Kawani pushes the pace. Akuth looked at it. I don't know if that's in his range. Short putting the moves on Owusu. Akuth against Lewis Thomas.
Great D.
Great straight up D. Great no-look pass.
Oh.
Met at the top. Evans Jr. Woo! Gatlin looking to throw that down. That was a great diamond of an outlet pass.
And I think Lewis needs to do that a lot more. Really force Akuth down to the baseline, put him under the baseline, put him under the backboard, my bad, which forces him to take those bad shots. So
that was great D by Lewis Thomas. You're absolutely right. And just to hold his ground and not foul, not commit that foul, not push too hard or not reach on the shot. It's great, and it's resulted in Gatlin making his first and his second. And so we see the first points for the quarter being scored by the Super Cats. Now only down 1. So we see Short looking through to Evans. It's Kawani. High screen with Akuth. Kawani penetrates. Nearly the massive stick back dunk by Evans. Couldn't make it work. But here we see the Cats on the run again. Williams releases the 3. Throws up an absolute brick. Probably not the shot they were looking for.
And we talk about Ballarat being long and athletic, and looking at the rebound count, Geelong have got 2 more rebounds.
Yeah, phenomenal, isn't it?
Now 3.
Another one, Hicks.
More than Ballarat, so.
It's a great dump off pass from Gatlin. Took it straight to Short. No, looked it to Hicks. Soft touch by Marlo Hicks.
So this game's even. Looking maybe on the court and looking at size, it's not as Akuth hits that elbow jumper. And looking at the size difference, it's not, but they play the same.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. I think you're right. That, you know, you watch this game on court and you go, hang on a minute, the Miners look a lot larger than the Cats in play, but the rebound count, I think it sort of goes to the hustle of the Cats at the moment. You see Hicks put a nice move on, couldn't convert, and Fox nearly jumped through the rafters to get that rebound. Certainly got some big ups.
And the
Josh
team
Fox.
at the moment that's in between Ballarat and Geelong on the ladder, being none of Wadding, they're the same build as both these teams.
Yeah.
Tall, athletic players, but also got some quick guards.
Phenomenal guard play, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so look, the top 8 for the men's is very, very contested, as I hear.
Yes.
So.
No, you're absolutely right, and it's a credit to the NBL having this NBL1 season underway. As you see Lewis Thomas drain the 3. On cue, Lewis Thomas. Happy with that. Hadn't hit one prior to that. Puts his hands in the air and says thank you.
As Owusu racks up his 4th assist.
Super Cats. Left Jerry Evans Jr. alone on that one. Gets 3 back, and Miners up 1. Cats with 11 assists so far on their 42 points. We'll see Gatlin to Williams. Great set from the Cats. Ooh. It's a great stop from the Miners. Travel is called. Always a tough gig for AJ Williams going in against the tall timber of the Miners. Great defense from Ballarat.
As we see Marquise Coleman checking for Kawani.
Marquise Coleman, who was the man at the end of that first half. The buzzer-beating 3. Sam Short. Through to Coleman, back to Short. Looking for the screen from Fox. Short lining up the 3 and hits. Sam Short looking to do some damage of his own now.
That's the scary thing with Sam Short. You set him a screen and the play goes under.
Lights out.
That's an easy three for short.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So I think that's a bit of a thing that the Supercats have to change up is go over those screens instead of going under, as we see with that last shot.
Great hustle from Owusu trying to save that straight to the Miners.
There was that room between the screener and short that would give them, as Marquise Coleman takes a shot and gets his own offensive rebound. And then we see
Jerry Evans Jr. confident on that three. Coach O'Neill looking down the barrel of a timeout here. 2 quick threes. That was a confident looking shot from Evans as well. Lewis Thomas looking to respond. Short, picks up his own O-board. Great hustle, Lewis Thomas looking to settle down into the block against the Couth. Great rolling right hand. Lewis Thomas. Great option to go straight at a Couth. Great D from a Couth though, not to foul. So it's a 4-point game. The Miners, 48. Dumped down to a Couth. Big body. Look to Evans Jr. for another three. Good blocked.
And he's out of court.
Great D from Gatlin. Jerry Evans Jr. tried to draw the foul, ended up getting blocked and was out of court when he caught it again.
I feel like Coach Leon has spoken about the foul count. As we see, Geelong have 0 fouls, and we're 6 minutes into the quarter, where there was a common theme between the first 2 quarters, where Supercats were foul trouble quickly. So they're playing really good defense at the moment, as we see Owusu miss his shot. But yeah, look, they're playing great defense at the moment. Really locking down the Ballarat Miners, forcing them to take some pretty risky shots, as we see Tristan Fisher, all of a sudden, the Miners are just putting on a 3-point show. Up 7. Gatlin on the block against Fisher. Nearly threw it away. Owusu cleans it up. 10 on the shot clock. Gatlin looking at a 3. Lewis Thomas, he'll release the 3-pointer short again. Chases his own rebound. Lewis Thomas read it perfectly. As we see Brendan Joyce not happy with that. Very, very disappointed, and getting into his bench as well. Brendan Joyce very unhappy about the 2 sequences from Lewis Thomas with 2 consecutive offensive rebounds. And they're the little things that could change a game. Yeah, absolutely right. As we see Evans Jr., hard shot. Lewis Thomas, good D. And Lewis Thomas is doing a really good job on Jerry at the moment, really making him take those tough shots. As we see the Marcus flick it back out to McInerney. No, couldn't get a 3 of his own. Great rebounding contest. Nick Owusu. Supercats ball. Nick Owusu got right in there, mixing it up with Jerry Evans Jr. Certainly no punches being pulled here between these 2 teams. The Miners still holding a 5-point advantage. Substitutions for both teams. Owusu having a seat. Varley coming back in. Josh Fox coming back for the Miners. AJ Williams with 10 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. Penetrates, goes straight at Evans Jr. We'll see Short on the run. Cats with numbers back. Oh, nice move by Jack. Great. Josh Fox. It's a beautiful move. Couldn't get the finish. Evans late on the scene. Couldn't handle it. Nice move, though, from Josh Fox. Wow. AJ Williams is going to settle down here for the Cats with 1:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Miners still up 5. Lewis Thomas has been very active this quarter. Go to work. Great move. And the hit on the way up. Probably should have converted that. It was a great move by Lewis Thomas. Foul on number 21, Josh Fox. That'll be his first, so great to see the Cats have taken a leaf out of the Miners book from the first half and putting the pressure on them with the Miners now. 2 team fouls, and as you said earlier, Cats with 0. Just another little stat. Ballarat don't have all individual foulers. No player has 2 fouls, so The fouls are evenly spread across the Ballarat Miners, which is just a little minor detail.
Nuance. Coleman, short, setting up his Miners. Still up 4. Great action so far in this third quarter. It's Coleman with 6 seconds on the clock, putting the moves on. Williams, great D. Not the best offensive set there from the Miners. Gatlin comes down with 1:10 to go. Just looking at the post for McInerney. Williams, 2-man game, back to that man, Lewis Thomas. Back down on the block, straight over Fox. Evans Jr.
I'm surprised Ballarat haven't started to double team Lewis, as we see DeMarcus committing a hands foul. But surprising to see the ball going into Lewis so much and them not double teaming him.
Yeah, they obviously have trust in Fox to be able to play him one-on-one, but I think, you know, Lewis Thomas realistically has got the height advantage and the skill advantage, and they'd be wary of it.
As we see Kawani coming for Sam Short, and Geelong substitution as DeMarcus comes out for Rabula. So
DeMarcus will get a rest, no doubt, for the remainder of this quarter in preparation for what will be a very big fourth quarter. And this Geelong Arena doing all they can to make Marquise Coleman miss. As we said earlier, officially a sellout crowd here at the Geelong Arena, 1,590 in attendance. Marquise Coleman drains the second, pushes it out to a 6-point lead. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Supercats looking to chip away at this deficit. Bueller, McInerney, Varley looking at the 3, penetrates, just lost the handle. Tristan Fisher did well then to break through, as we see Coleman looking to control. Varley noticed Coleman not looking. Varley looking to take advantage, nearly got the steal. Came off Varley though, will be Miners' ball with 13 seconds on the shot clock, 11-second discrepancy, so the Supercats will get another look at it to close out this third quarter. Marquise Coleman surveys the floor.
As we see Coach Joyce barking out directions from the sideline. And
late call by the official there.
The Supercats bench weren't happy with that.
No, foul on Rabula.
That'll be his first, so.
Coach Joyce was certainly very vocal in that last exchange, and as Coleman is looking to go one-on-one.
So we see Fisher from Ballarat checking out for Sam Short. Sam Short being a very good player. Playing NBL for Melbourne United, I think it was. So it's great to see him out in this league, and Denga Kuth, who's showing to be an up-and-coming player in Australia.
No, absolutely, and I think it'll be a challenge. We see Coleman knock down his second. I think it'll be a challenge to keep Kuth in the country. I think there's already NBA teams looking at him, but as we have the last 5 seconds of the third quarter, AJ Williams turns on the Jets, just lost the handle, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Ballarat Miners up 55, Geelong Supercats 47. It is what has been an extremely entertaining 3 quarters of basketball for this rivalry round. Both teams going hard. And I think we are set for what will be an action-packed fourth quarter coming up. No doubt both teams looking to take advantage. And Geelong Supercats doing a wonderful job against the top of the table. Ballarat Miners. Lewis Thomas was the standout in that quarter for the Cats. He's on 11 points, 9 rebounds. Rebound count pretty even for both teams, as are the assists. Blocks, however, the Ballarat Miners leading that, obviously the length and size of Denga Kuth and Jerry Evans Jr. really setting the tone defensively for the Miners.
Yeah.
Marquise Coleman leading the way with 15. Jerry Evans Jr. started hitting those threes in the fourth quarter with 13 of his own.
Just as we go around the league, Frankston beating Centre of Excellence 83 to 63. Southern Sabres taking Dandenong 101 to 86.
Convincingly.
Knox and Kilsyth are the close one. 4 points within that one. The Tasmania Thunder taking Hobart. A Tasmania clash.
Yes.
Northwest Tasmania up in that one. Diamond Valley taking Eltham. Diamond Valley up by 6. And Bendigo and Albury, which looks to be a pretty good game. With Bendigo up by 7.
Look, I think this is what makes the rivalry round so good. These matchups, these games are so tight, and you know, as we looked around the league, that certainly the Tasmanian teams going at it, that'll be the local derby, and it's a great environment just to be around, and it's certainly a credit to everyone involved. Basketball Victoria, NBL, this NBL1 showing out elite talent and really honouring the history and rivalries between some of these long-standing clubs.
Yeah, and I think the fans also understand that as we see the turnout.
Just a phenomenal event.
That has rocked up to this game, which what I think is probably the game of the season, between two title contenders.
Yep.
Supercats coming in as the underdogs, which are in for a really big quarter, being down 8. But it'll be interesting to see.
See how we play. Coleman going straight back to work. So we see the push here. Rabula going straight to the rim on short.
Oh.
Lewis Thomas looking at the putback dunk. It's a huge block though.
Oh.
Evans Jr. Williams lined up a 3.
Oh.
That would have brought the house down if Williams had to hit that.
Gee, Lewis nearly threw that back down.
Yeah, he did. Nearly on the putback dunk. This is the Miners in control. Fox handles Evans Jr. Jerry Evans Jr. surveys Sam Short. Reads.
See, that's what they need to do every time. Get over that screen high, get a hand in short shot because
just pressure that 3, yeah. So Williams needs to set up. It's Rabula to Hicks. Hicks back on the floor. Thomas, short little turnaround. Great touch by Lewis Thomas. Looking confident.
Great patience there by Marlo Hicks too. Really letting the play run itself.
Yep, very intelligent set. Run by the Cats there. Chips it back to a 6-point deficit.
That's another thing. The Supercats aren't rushing it. If you look at a lot of their shot clock, the shot clock count, they're getting down really low. Same with Ballarat, getting down into 5 and below, which is showing that they're taking their time, using all the time they can.
Yeah, being very patient.
As we see the Supercats move the ball around. And
Barley on the drive. Nearly got it picked off by Short. Williams all the way to the rack. Quick first step. Nothing Short can do there. Expected help, but there was no one at home. The Cats down 6, looking to get another stop. Kawani on the block against Rabula. Rabula got his hands full down there. Kawani very comfortable on the low block. Rabula signaled for the double forearm push.
And I feel like Supercats just need something big at the moment.
Yep.
To get some momentum behind them. Because at the moment they're just trading baskets.
Yeah, and they can't do that. Absolutely right. You know, down 6, they really just need some kind of spark. Dare I say, DeMarcus Gatlin won't be on the bench for very much longer.
As I've just noticed that Lewis Thomas has a double-double.
He does. The man himself.
Great defense there by Rabula.
Hicks running the break. The big man. Foul being called on Marquise Coleman. Hicks doing a great job pushing the tempo. Great to see the Cats teammates letting Hicks know.
As we see
great effort.
Tristan Fisher from Ballarat coming from Marquise Coleman.
Coach Joyce seeing something he wants to change up. Fisher and Hicks on the block against Fox. Should look to go one-on-one here. Instead kicks out to Williams. Williams. Hicks to Lewis Thomas. Ooh. Great fake. Tries to drop that floater. Great D though from Fox.
Great patience there again by the Supercats. Really, Marlowe sitting in that post for almost 5 seconds, waiting to see his options.
To see what was going to unfold, yeah.
And the Supercats really pushing the tempo down the court as we see Tristan Fisher get wrapped up with AJ Williams. But they're really pushing the floor, and with DeMarcus obviously coming back on just now, I think they're going to look to do that a lot more and try and run Ballarat into the ground.
And it's not a bad tactic either. I think they've got the skills to do it, they've got talent to do it, and at least there's that early probing option, push it at the Miners and just see if they can get something early and easy, and if not, at least they're, as you said, putting the hustle on the Miners as we see Hicks.
Oh, good rebound, DeMarcus.
DeMarcus Gatlin is so strong in those rebounding contests. Wanted it more and gets rewarded.
As we see the substitution from Geelong, looks to be Nikawusu coming in for Rabula.
Nikawusu.
So it looks like the Supercats are going back to their starting lineup here.
Yes, indeed, as Gatlin looking to trim the deficit again. Miners up 6. Gatlin misses the first.
Supercats are still shooting really well from the free throw line. Even though DeMarcus missed both of those, they're still shooting 60%. And so are Ballarat. Ballarat is shooting 64, getting to the free throw line 25 times.
See Fisher lining up a 3 from the car park. No good on that one. Gatlin again pushing the tempo. Lewis Thomas decides to go it himself. Oh. Nice spin.
Oh. As the ball
bodies on the floor everywhere.
And we look to have a kick ball that looks to be on Nikawusu.
It'll be Ballarat ball, and the Cats really have to start putting some points on the board. It's too many empty trips for the Supercats, and the Miners still holding on to a 6-point advantage.
As we see a substitution again for the Miners. Marquise Coleman coming back in for Sam Short. So it looks like Coleman maybe wanted to talk with Joyce or the other way.
Vice versa, maybe, yeah, absolutely. I think interesting quick rotation there by Coach Joyce. Got the message across, and Coleman back out there now. Here he is, Coleman.
And Coach Joyce has still got some depth in that roster.
Yeah.
Looking at his bench, not many players. He's only used 3 or 4 players off his bench.
3 seconds.
As we see, great defense there by AJ Williams, and
unfortunately throws it away. That was a great defensive sequence by Lewis Thomas to force that turnover from Evans Jr. Unfortunately, the Cats turn it back over themselves. Evans Jr. kicks out to Fisher. No good on the 3. It's a strange rebounding contest there. No one actually competed. It just fell into Williams' hands. Let's see another foul.
Supercats are dominating in the rebounds at the moment. 18 offensive rebounds to Ballarat's 6.
It's just a great indication of an effort stat. Offensive rebounds.
With Lewis Thomas leading Geelong's rebounds with 14, and Akuth leading Ballarat's with 11. So Jay Fox coming quickly behind Akuth with 10 rebounds. So
sitting down there from Williams. Owusu, Gatlin fakes the pass. Looking to take him off the dribble.
Ooh.
AJ miss call. Kawani.
Oh, great rebound. Oh.
It's an interesting call. The referee has called that off. Kawani.
And it looks like we have a faking warning.
Flopping, yeah, on Kawani.
On Kawani for that last play. Tried to put a bit too much milk on his cereal.
Yeah. As we have 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Be interesting to see what the Supercats do here. Whether they go inside to Marlowe or a quick pop out to,
back screen
to Lewis.
Marlowe Hicks is going to have to get it up. He doesn't realise. Shot clock. Violation. Through a lack of communication. Marlowe Hicks unfortunately turns it over.
timeout from Coach Joyce, looking to talk over things.
Talk things over. So with 5 minutes 20 left, Miners 6 points up, 57 to the Supercats 51. The Cats, a lot of energy, a lot of intensity. Haven't been able to put the points on the board as yet, though. It'll be an interesting 5 minutes 20 coming up as the Geelong crowd making a lot of noise here with this sellout crowd in the Geelong Arena.
And the Supercats are definitely not out of this. 5 minutes to go, 6 points. And it's been a fair amount of time since someone scored. A lot of back-to-back play. So
No, you.
the team that can get firing the quickest and get on a run will be the team that will ideally probably win this.
Yeah, and I think they're right. It seems that the Supercats are threatening. The Miners have held their ground and kept that 6 point advantage. But, you know, I think that it's been about 3 minutes since any team has scored, and it's a credit to both defenses coming through, preventing the scores. But it's getting a bit scrappy as we close it out, but no doubt the next 5 minutes. And we need to note here that the Miners 14 fouls, the Supercats in this second half have been fantastic with not fouling, only holding the one team foul currently is Coach Joyce.
And I think another thing we need to point out is that players from both teams, DeMarcus Gatlin shooting at 47% at the moment, and Coleman shooting at 45. So our two scoring leaders shooting with very high percentages, as we see AJ apply some pressure on Sam Short.
Short. Gonna set his team up to Akuth, who's back. Great defense here from the Cats. No option there. Short looking to put it on the deck.
A bit of a mismatch here between AJ and Akuth.
As we have 6 seconds on the shot clock. And they've turned it over. Great D from Gatlin. Coleman's coughed it up. Williams pushing the pace.
Oh, great
tough
finish.
make. AJ Williams falling over. I'm pretty sure he was horizontal when he let that go. Brings it back. It's a 4 point game. Geelong Supercats looking to make a statement against top of the table Miners. Sam Short probing on the alley-oop to Kuth. Great play from the Miners. Right upstairs. No way to compete with that. It's a great setup from Sam Short. And Kuth knows exactly what to do with it. Easy two, brought back now. Back to 6 points. It's Gatlin. Going to go to Lewis Thomas, who's going to go to work to Kawani. Kawani kicks to Hicks. Mid-range two. Fox with another big board to Sam Short. Kawani. Fox. Coleman. Akuth, the Miners getting it through hands. Great hands by Gatlin. Results in the steal. Gatlin hits the deck. There's a Wusu. So we have 3 minutes 45 remaining. The Cats need to do something special pretty quickly.
Don't know
the
if you
clock
can
is not
actually,
their friend.
Don't know if you can actually hear it through the live stream, but Coach Joyce is barking instructions out at his team.
He's very vocal, has not sat
AJ
down.
from the car park.
Yeah. he's launched it from halfway between the 3 point line and the halfway line.
Supercats not having a very good day from the 3 point line, only shooting 3 from 23.
Yeah, probably time to put that away, I would have thought. Go inside, get some easy twos. Coleman gets the unfriendly roll, sees the turnover. It'll be Supercats ball. Coach O'Neill instructing Nick Owusu on the next set. The Supercats need to get some points on the board here. Put that scoreboard pressure on. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an amazing 3 minutes of action. Geelong Arena has gone quiet, waiting to see what their team can do. Miners
really low on the shot clock here.
Containing 4 seconds on the clock. Owusu's going to have to shoot this.
Oh, great
Step
move.
through, floater, and hits! It's a long floater for Nick Owusu, who's pulled it out. Cuts it back to a 4 point game.
As Colin Blythe on the bench can't believe it. He's in shock. I think I'm in shock too.
Nick Owusu, just another day at the office for him, he says.
And I think that's what's good about having a player like that, as we see Sam Short put up on mid-range. He's a veteran move. He's got heaps of moves. As we see
Interesting sequence.
Oh.
Ball is off Geelong.
As the crowd does not like that.
Yeah. This sold out Geelong Arena showing their disapproval.
As we see Jerry Evans Jr. enter back into the game for Josh Fox.
2 minutes 16.
And the timeout has been called by Coach Joyce.
Coach Joyce was having a very strong words with Sam Short before that timeout was called. He's having a word to each and every one of his miners as they come off the floor. Not happy with that last offensive sequence. We are set here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are enjoying this fantastic round 10 rivalry round game between the Super Cats and the Miners, coming at you from Geelong Arena through NBL YouTube channel or the Facebook stream. Hope you're enjoying the call. Brad White and Hugh Moore enjoying this sold out Geelong Arena. Another fantastic game. 4 points, 2 minutes 16. Who is going to step up for each team to close this thing out?
Yeah, look, every player is going to have to step up from the Super Cats. It's going to have to be a team effort to get over this tall, long and lengthy Ballarat team. But Ballarat have got so many individual players that could just turn the heat on and really change this game. So as we see the Super Cats lineup come up with their starting lineup, look, if there's going to be a lineup that's going to do it, it's going to be this one.
They're a veteran squad. They're all talented, super athletic, and have been in this situation before. Plenty of time on the clock. You're talking 4 points.
And as we saw last week, not last week, but the week before against Dandenong, the Super Cats really handled the pressure.
Very well. Yep.
Very well. So it'll be interesting to see here how Ballarat handle the Super Cats, as we see AJ and Nick just get Nick
dapping it up at half court. No doubt the Super Cats are fired up. Miners looking to steal a road win.
As we see what's the Super Cats are in a zone.
Come out with a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight.
Oh, as we see
results in the turnover, Owusu dove on that. It was only ever going to be his. Great defensive stop.
As AJ slows the play down, this could change the game.
This will be the possession of the game. If the Cats are going to take this game, this will be the possession to do it. 9 on the shot clock. Lewis Thomas to Gatlin. 5 on the shot clock. Drop off to Higgs. Blocked at the rim.
Foul over the
Marquise Coleman cannot believe it.
Over the back on what looks to be Denga Cruz.
Great sequence. Excellent passing there. Lewis Thomas with the dump off to Hicks in a prime spot.
The one thing Ballarat can't do right now is get lost in the referees. Being there, they're 5-1. They need to keep their heads, keep their cool. They got no one in real foul trouble as Marlowe blows the first.
Hicks misses the first. That's a big miss.
So, but I think both teams just need to stay calm in this situation. As Marlowe misses the second
as well. That's 2 huge free throws missed by Marlowe Hicks. The Miners coming back down. 1:30 on the clock.
And the Super Cats aren't out of this.
Still plenty of time. Jerry Evans Jr.
As we see, AJ
the foul called on the closeout. Big turnaround here. Marlowe Hicks missing 2. AJ Williams committing a foul on a 3-point shot. Jerry Evans Jr.
I'm surprised he got that high to foul his hand.
Yeah. Evans Jr. getting the friendly roll. 5-point game. Geelong crowd livening up. Miners supporters happy to see the second go down. Jerry Evans Jr. looking to go 3 from 3. And does. That hurts the Cats. 5-point swing. 30 seconds. Pushes it out to a 7-point game. Coach O'Neill.
As I think there was a bit of confusion there. The substitution. Look, minute 23, still a very long time.
It's got to be a quick score here, I think. There's got to get some good offense. Gatlin looking
as
to...
DeMarcus is going quick.
Going to push to Williams on the drive.
Supercats are definitely looking for a quick basket as Lewis
Thomas
launches.
unsuccessful. Fox with a massive rebound again.
And the foul looks to be on DeMarcus Gatland.
Might have been a push off there on DeMarcus, I think.
Making that his third foul.
Only the second team foul for the Supercats.
As Coach Leon is instructing them to play up.
It's going to be full court pressure here with 1:11 to go, down 7. It's going to take something special from the Cats.
They need some quick stops. Look, get a quick turnover on this, on the full court pressure, and then go straight back at them.
Straight back at them is right. Miners have 5 team fouls. Any foul from here on will put the Cats at the line. Referee just making sure that the floor is clean. Great job by the floor wiper there. The Cats have shown in the past that they can certainly get the turnovers quickly, and especially this full court pressure, we'll see. Quick stop, quick score, everything changes. The Miners
and
talented.
Coach Leon's still got 2 timeouts to use, which could be a big
That could be critical in the end.
As
Great read by DeMarcus. Unfortunately missed it. Jerry Evans Jr. It's the cream on that one. Williams are going to draw the foul. The clock is their enemy right now. Gatlin looking to go to work on Kawani. Kawani
great
turns through and gets the make. 7-point game again.
Extended pressure here by Lewis.
Extended
Great
pressure,
defense.
got to get it in. There's the turnover. Lewis Thomas can't convert. Cannot convert off the Miners. Owusu probably should have put that up himself. Lewis Thomas furious at himself. But Coach O'Neill looking to use one of his 2 remaining timeouts with 44.6 seconds left on the game. 14 seconds on the clock. 7 points down, Geelong Supercats. It's got to be an inside 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, if you're Coach Leon, you've got to work out the quickest way to get those 7 points. And 44 seconds, still a long time. If you think about it, clock stops on every make. So quick baskets, quick turnovers, as we saw there. That extended pressure. Lewis being long and athletic can really stop that inbound. But the Supercats are going to have to pull something off here. For Ballarat, they have to just keep their cool.
That's all they need to do, just execute the Miners. They're in the box seat to take this game out, and they really just need to, as you said, just execute, keep their heads.
With both coaches now having 1 timeout. So, look, as we see Coach Leon come out with the same lineup, which is probably a good thing, keeping the quick athletic players on the court.
Yep, absolutely. And similarly for the Miners, Coleman, Fox, Kawani, Akuth, and Jerry Evans Jr.
Supercats need a 3 off this play, and they'll be really in this game. A quick
3 would make a big difference.
As we see AJ come over the top.
Williams on the inbounds, 13 on the clock. Lewis Thomas open for 3.
Great D.
Shot blocked by Jerry Evans Jr. The foul by Marlo Hicks, the quick foul, stop the clock.
Marlo's got 4 fouls now, so as the Supercats are up again,
pressure.
In foul trouble now, so any foul from now on, the Miners will be at the line. As we see,
nearly see a turnover.
Defense.
Kawani. Williams just not quick enough. But they've forced the turnover. Gatlin looking to force the issue. 30 seconds remaining. Gatlin straight at Evans Jr. And Akuth. No call.
Without a foul.
Crowd does not like that non-call.
And Coach O'Neill isn't too happy with that one either.
Coach O'Neill nearly ran the full length of the floor.
I felt like DeMarcus got manhandled there. With a couple of players coming over the top of him.
Over the top.
So 24 seconds. Do you reckon the Supercats can pull it off?
7 points. I've seen stranger things happen, and you know, like you said, I think it's got to be a quick 3. You make a quick 3 and get a stop, all of a sudden the game does change. But with 25 seconds remaining, it's going to be
the
a tough
crowd's
ask.
still in this.
Still holding hope.
Owusu
And
gets it,
one!
and one.
Look out, Nick Owusu on the inbound. It's made the 2 and will go to the line for another one. With only 1 second off the clock, all of a sudden, could be back to a 4-point game.
Now, for Nick Owusu, do you miss his free throw?
I would.
And look to go that conversion back to 2 points. Then you're only 3 points down.
I like the idea. Why not?
The other thing we
high
have
risk,
to think
high reward.
about, there's only one shot clock play left. So the shot clock's out now, so...
Nick Owusu does miss.
Misses.
Can Lewis Thomas secure it? No,
And
Fox.
Marlowe. That looks to be a foul on Marlowe. Hicks pushing him to 5
That'll be him fouled out. And Fox, another wonderful effort on the glass there. Fox with 14 rebounds tonight to go with his 6 points as Marlowe Hicks, unfortunately, is fouled out.
As we see Nathan Friend coming in from
Nathan
Marlowe.
Friend checking in for his first minutes, the last 20.9 seconds of the game. Josh Fox lining up to ice the game for the Ballarat Miners. Up 5.
And there's something's going on down at the Ballarat bench at the moment.
Unsure what the hold-up is here. Both coaches looking at each other and the official. Either way, 2 shots here for Josh Fox.
As
He
Josh
misses
Fox
the
was
first. Misses the first.
I'm sorry, mate, but I don't think the Supercats are out of this.
Glimmer of hope for the Cats, faithful. As he hits the second. Coach O'Neill opting not to go with the timeout. Williams.
Got to look for a quick 3 here.
Final charge. Gatlin. 13 seconds on the clock. Great move.
Oh.
Cannot convert on the 2. Lewis Thomas gets the foul called. And that will send Jerry Evans Jr. down the other end of the floor for another 2. This is where the Supercats will be regretting a few missed free throws in the last few minutes. Could have brought them closer. Only shooting 46% tonight, the Supercats from the line. It's Jerry Evans Jr. Hits his first. 7-point game, 10 seconds to go. I don't know if Hugh's going to call. He's going to hold on to some hope. Could it happen in the Geelong Arena? Rivalry round. Gatlin secures the board. Williams on the push. Kicks to Owusu for 3 and makes it. He drills it. 2.9 left. 4-point game. Miners looking to inbound. Nearly the turnover short. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. We have been treated to a wonderful game, and the Ballarat Miners have won against the Geelong Supercats 66-62. Marquise Coleman, 17 points. Jerry Evans Jr., 19 points. Just a great game in this rivalry round between 2 fantastic clubs, 2 fantastic teams. Unfortunately, for the Geelong Supercats, just couldn't pull it out in the end.
Yeah, I don't think the Supercats can drop their head at this to get within 4 points of the top team and really push this team to their limits, only being 3 points down by at half time.
Yeah.
But look, this Supercats team has the potential to go all the way and to get this close to a team like Ballarat with the calibre in Sam Short, Denga Kuth, and the other players. Look, they should be proud of themselves, and I think Coach O'Neill will tell them that look, they have to understand that even though they took a loss, that they played and they kept this team. Like, you look at the scores, it's 66-62. That's a low-scoring men's game. Yeah,
it absolutely is, and great respect shown by the Miners there, clapping the crowd, understanding this packed house has seen a wonderful game being put on. And no, look, and you're right, the Ballarat Miners are on top of the ladder for a reason. They're a fantastic squad. They're going to go away 4-point victors.
As we're just looking at some other games in the league, and the Southern Sabres are up by a point in overtime against Dandenong.
And this is what rivalry round is all about, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to sign out here from the Geelong Arena. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us. Brad White and Hugh Moore in the commentary box for this men's game. Geelong Supercats unfortunately falling short to the Ballarat Miners. Ballarat winning 66-62 on this very special night in Geelong, honouring the 1999 National Championship team in a packed Geelong Arena. As we close this out, thank you to everyone listening tonight through our Facebook stream or through the NBL YouTube channel. Brad White, Hugh Moore signing out. We'll see you next time here at NBL1.